Okay, it looks like we are live. I am so excited because I am joined here today with the brilliant Shane Kulman on our weekly client spotlight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it over to Shane to share a little bit more about herself, the brilliance that is her and who she supports, and then we'll jump into some questions.
Hello, I'm so excited to be here with you. I'm Shane, self-proclaimed enchantress. I am here to really, in the most passionate way, get all the overthinkers and all the creatives to see how much they have their shit together already, and help them show the fuck up, no matter what messiness or unfocusedness or not readiness is present.
I love it. Incredible. And I love the way Shane talks about things because you have this brilliance around taking awkwardness and making it our superpower. And It's just freaking incredible. So thank you so much for being here. And we'll kind of jump in, but I like to just start with having you share a quick win that you've had recently that you're really excited to share with everyone.
Oh, so many. I guess a quick win. I mean, it's all relative, right? And this is really something I see that's missing in the coaching world is like decompartmentalizing everything. So on a whole, I'm working on all my things. And because of you and the work that we do together, I really have my shit together in terms of putting an amazing post out there and people are like, yes, I want to talk to you. And then signing up 2 clients because of that. And also just paying off all my credit card bills. And so the money that I made from working using the post and the operation you gave me, like paid me back all those bills I just paid off. So it kind of like a couple of things happened together.
I love that. And it's so true, right? Like and I think that what comes out of it is this knowledge of knowing that you know now how to like go make money. Okay, cool. I want to go sign a client today. I'm going to go do this thing. And I think it's powerful.
Yeah. And I just want to say that there's strategy behind it. It's not just because I've felt that for over 10 years and, 15 years of like, I need to make money. And it's like this hustler in me, I'm a New Yorker. And so that comes across as like, white knuckling. And it never translates well. But in this case, it felt like I was more prepared and I could like lean back and like the queen has opened the doors more than like hustler on the street.
Yes, as it should be, right? Like it should be that when you decide that you want to serve and you want to profit and you want to do what you want to do, that the queen opens the doors and people say, oh, yes, please, I want to come in. That's how it should feel. So I love hearing that. And I love that transition into what happened. So share with everyone here, what was it that led you to working with me? Maybe what you were struggling with or what you wanted to achieve. Tell us a little bit about what kind of led you to me.
Yeah, well, it's the same thing that I help people with, except of course I can do it for everyone else, which was I wanted to have my shit together. I wanted to feel like when I had a good idea, it would fit into a foundation versus like, oh, I want to change, la, la, la. How do I talk about like this? I want to include this. And I have a lot of big exuberant energy, which people were attracted to. So I have tons of fans, but they wouldn't see how I could actually help them. They're just fans. I mean, I can do the Shane show, but now I have a method. I didn't even know that's what I was looking for, but I have a method, which I've been doing all along, but it wasn't clear about steps. So when I would say to people like, here's how I can help you, all that exuberant energy came out. They were like, I'm not ready. It's not time, because they didn't know how it could fit into their lives. And my background, I'm a behaviorist, I'm a special educator. And so my specialties are modifying it for whatever mess is in front of me. And so now I'm not the mess, like I'm not the one trying to figure, because I can do it. People always got results with me, but they couldn't feel like why. It would have to be like, oh, I just trust this, I think, and then go on a ride.
Well, and I think that is what you said is such a powerful statement. People who come to me aren't that they're lacking in expertise. You were a mother freaking expert when you came to me. I knew that from the minute we chatted, right? It's that you came to me and you were like, I know I'm an expert, but I want to be able to communicate that to the people rather than saying like, just trust me, you're going to see that you get great results. And I say that all the time. I say, that's what's the problem with how oftentimes marketing is done, is we don't express the how. We don't express the what or the how of what we are able to do. And so there's like this disconnect where we essentially ask people to blindly trust us, which is kind of crazy, right? We kind of do that in a crazy manner, but it's incredible for ourselves, for the prospects that we have coming in, as well as the people that we're serving, when we can clearly communicate that, articulate it, because then they can just further your message one step further. And I love what you mentioned as well about like being a mess. We're all a mess, right? We're all entrepreneur messes, but it's that ability that you are meant to have opportunities and visions and things that you want to do, knowing how to pull those into what you're doing so that it actually moves your business forward is where it becomes hard. So I love that you mentioned that, because I really do love when we're able to channel the things that really get us excited and get us like wanting to pull for ideas, but then knowing how to like harness them and leverage them as part of a strategic approach. So I love that. So go ahead.
Yeah, the piece I want to add is my clients notice a difference, but people don't, because it's really like an inside job. Like, sales can make us all nervous for so many reasons. And so in that moment, when I would, in the past, like my energy would go more airy and up, which is when people who want to spend money really need ground.
Yes.
Like that's where, when I have a method, it's like, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to get excited because I get attached to people and their, what they want to bring into the world, which can make me feel that airiness. Now that I have a method and 3 specific stages or pillars, or just like what you've taught, it's like in that moment, I'm like, oof. And then people can be airy, which when I'm buying something, I'm like, what if I fail? What if it doesn't work for me? What if I'm actually a real loser? What if I really need so yeah. So it's really like, it was like, it's an outside shiny thing, but most people don't notice that because I've always, like you said, been an expert, but it's an inside feeling of like, I have it together enough so that people can buy in and really get the service that I can provide. And that the sales call or enrollment time isn't my weakest moment, that it's like, okay, I have space for this person to be, pondering all the things.
Which is so awesome, because you and I had this conversation where you used to be like, you didn't like sales calls that much. Like you liked them, but you felt a little bit like, I go from, you used to say, I go from feeling really confident to all of a sudden I lose my words and feel a little like you said, airy, and like having that grounding of being able to stand up a little taller, have that confidence in yourself and know, oh, I can tell you what I do. And like, to be that grounded person who it exudes confidence, right? It brings some passion back into then people saying, well, she really knows what she's doing. And you always did. It was just now how you're able to share that with others. So
exactly. Yeah.
I love that. So let me ask you, what is something that you've been the most excited about achieving, or that you're excited about maybe next steps or current steps? Like what has been a really profound shift for you?
So the cool thing is I work with creatives. And so now that my business feels sturdy, I can do my creativity. Like my business is creative, but that's not where I'm pouring all my like flair and juice, because I want that to be sustainable for myself and for others. So now I can work on my one-woman show again. I can do my own painting. I can do my things, because I'm not like, oh my God, where is the money coming from this month? Did I forget to bill my people? Like the things that would come up when I didn't feel like, is my message good enough? Are people really getting what I'm offering them? Because then I would get bitter. Like, how come nobody sees the greatness that they are? And I can't. So all this other stuff would come up. So now that I'm like, okay, I can see, oh, I need to spend an hour. Oh, I need to delegate to my assistant. Oh, it's very linear, which is not my natural way.
Let's talk about how that drove you crazy at the beginning.
Yeah. And so I'm here to like take a stand for all the creatives that are like, spreadsheets, now I like love them, because when I'm like, what should I do? I go to the spreadsheet and I'm like, oh yeah, there's your idea sitting ready to be picked. Go use it, versus like waiting for my charisma to kick in.
Yes. Oh my God. And we call these in the program, we call them demand mingles, right? Like the side effects of what happens when someone works with you. So it's funny to see it firsthand, but that's the thing. It's like when you have clarity and structure in the business, then it opens you up to being able to have that creativity, have that openness in your life, because we oftentimes don't recognize how much not having that structural piece is to our like sanity, to our fulfillment and enjoyment. So I love that you shared that, because I think it's really a powerful piece of it all.
Totally. And here's this other piece, which is really meaningful, is that now I can actually give my clients, like who are already enrolled, all of my magic. Like, because I'm not like, I need to add more people to the group. I'm not frantic on the enrollment end. So I'm like, wait, why aren't, now they're teaching courses. Now they're they're taking advantage of the bigger community I have, because there's enough people for everybody. And so now I can really highlight them in ways that I never could, because there was no time. Even if I wasn't doing anything purposeful, I was being frantic about writing messages that got people to like them that never transferred to anything anyway. So it's just like everything's like a smooth mat.
It all falls into place, right? Like we always say, it's always working. It's just all comes together and it's all working. And I love that. And a good side effect I would also say is that, we become better at what we do when we know in our bones what we do and how we can say it to others. It actually does make us better at our expertise as well, because we now are like, oh yeah, I do all these incredible things. And you did. I remember going through dynamic framework process and like getting your methodology together and being like, Shane, you do all of these really awesome things.
Yeah, I love it. Thank you. And they're all unconventional, so it's not boring. So the part of me that's excited is like, like I'm still able to bring my creativity in, but now it each has a house to live in. So my pillars are like awkward alchemy is like, now I realize, it's been happening all along. It has a name. Let's call it what it is. And so my already clients that have been with me for 7, 8, like 5 years are like, they're excited because they don't have to bring up a certain issue again and feel like it's a new issue. It's like, all right, I already did this with awkward alchemy. So it's like exponentially like just rolling out greatness.
I love that. And it's so funny because I said it at the beginning, like you take awkwardness and all these things, and it's just like you have these containers, and that's exactly what it is, right? Like I always tell people, I attract the multi-passionate creative types because we've been taught for so long to like put ourselves into these boxes that feel really confining, like niches, etc. But now it's like, well, what if we had spaces that now contain this genius and this creativity and give you space while also giving structural balance and like continuity to what you're doing? So I love that so much because it's so powerful. My last question for you is, if someone was considering working with me, learning about the Easy S method, what would you have to say to them?
Just dive right in. Like if your body, this is just my advice. So it's different. It's not linear at all. If your body's drawn here, if you're like, I want that, like give it to yourself. We've been trained to say no to ourselves so many times, but specifically if you really want to have your shit together. I don't know, if you lay in bed at night and you're like, oh, I wish I had my shit together, like A, B, and C, like anyone that you compare yourself to, I feel like this is it's just like bing, bing, laser focused way to go from A to Z, have your business together. It's always going to be refined. There's room for that. And to just know, like, this is cohesive from A to Z. You're just going to have your shit together. I don't know how else to say it.
I love it. No, I think that's the perfect way to say it. I think you said it perfectly. I'm like, have all your pieces together, because when you have your business shit together, your life gets to be feeling like you have that creativity and space and openness. So I think it's a perfect way to say it. We all want to have our shit together.
Yes.
So I love it.
Yes. That's like the prayer, the universal prayer.
So Shane, share with our audience here and those watching on replay, can you share where they can learn more about your incredible gifts and how you help people become unconventional icons? Where can they find more about what you do?
Yes. I just updated this amazing training. I'm so psyched about it. It is called the Unconventional Icon Method. And if you go to shanebkulman.com/unconventional icon, and I'll put the link, your life can be changed. Like and I made them all short, and you can slow them down or you can speed them up. Like you can watch them, digest them, and put them into action right away. Or you can obviously work with me and have your life upgraded.
Yes, changed forever, which you all want. So Shane will pop back into the comments and share the link with us. But thank you so much, Shane, for being here. And for those of you watching, if you're listening to this and you're saying, I want that too, please be sure to reach out and chat with us, and we'll share more about how the EZS method works and how it can help you get your shit together and enjoy the life that you already have. And again, thank you all for being here.